Hello lovelies, and welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm so excited to have you here on my channel. If you've been following my channel for any amount of time, or if you've been seeing some of my videos, you might notice there's something a little bit different today. I've got a new backdrop and I am so excited. Over Thanksgiving break, my husband Dylan and I were able to get some things set up. We are very blessed. We were able to get a new camera, so I've got a whole new setup, and I'm so excited just to improve my video quality and really just to bring better content to you. So I'm so excited, so grateful for this new opportunity, and I hope that you enjoyed this new backdrop. I've got some cool decorations in the back, and definitely I don't think things are quite done yet, and we might see some more things in the future, but I'm really excited just for this new opportunity. Today we're going to be exploring a couple of really cool new items and new releases, and we're going to be creating this beautiful Christmas inspired look. And so the first thing that we're going to be using is from Nomad Cosmetics. It is their final release of the season. It is their Christkindlmarkt palette. It is so pretty and so Christmassy. So I'm really excited to show you how I got this beautiful eyeshadow look using this palette. And so this is my first time ever using Nomad Cosmetics. I'm really excited just to jump into this eyeshadow palette, check out the mattes and the shimmers, and show you how they perform on the eye, share some of my thoughts about the palette with you. And I love that when this palette came in the mail, it also came with a beautiful postcard. Look at this gorgeous picture of Germany, this beautiful Christmas market, and then on the back it's got some information about the palette, the inspiration for it. And I love that at Nomad Cosmetics they have a charity that they support that goes along with the different palettes that they release. So for this one, it says that the cause is we are proud to support UNESCO World Heritage Center that helps conserve 55 sites in Germany. So I think that is so cool that they not only create beautiful eyeshadow palettes and lovely looks for us, but that they also have a heart behind it and they have something that they are supporting. So I think that is really cool. So that is going to be what we're going to look at today for the eyeshadow palette. We're going to take some swatches and go ahead and put this tutorial together. And then for the lips, we're going to be trying out a new product to me as well. And this was a recent release. This is from Andrea Marie Cosmetics. This is the Holy Fire lip gloss. So I'm really excited to try this out and just to share some of my thoughts about it with you as well. So I'm really excited just to jump into this Christmassy look. This is such a fun time of year. I hope you enjoy creating this look with me. So come along with me and let's make up the rules. This is such a beautiful package on this palette. It is so beautiful and shiny. It's got a nice kind of glossy texture to it, and I absolutely love this outer packaging. It is so cute. It has almost like little advent calendar pullouts. So on the front you can kind of pull out the cardboard, and underneath you can see a little piece of the actual palette itself, the cover of it, and so it's got little pictures. So that is really cute. So I'm going to go ahead and pull those out and we'll take a look at each one. So right here we've got this cute little gingerbread. He's so cute. Here we have this beautiful little star. The next one is the top of the Christmas tree. That is so cute. This one is a little nutcracker. And then the last one, so cute. It's like a little bit of holly and berries. So that is so cute and so fun for all of these little advent pieces to go on the front of the palette. And then we can go ahead and take it out of the palette, or take the palette out of the box. And then here is the palette itself. It is so beautiful. It has a really nice texture to it. To me, this almost reminds me of scrapbooking paper, just that kind of just almost like cardstock, but a little bit just kind of got some texture to it. It really reminds me of my childhood, going with my mom and creating a lot of scrapbooking. We actually got into digital scrapbooking, so we got away a little bit from the paper aspect of it, which was really cool because you could reuse all of your elements and everything. But this just reminds me of just that old school scrapbooking. It just brings up a lot of memories, and the palette itself is so pretty. I love just the gold embossing on the front, the nutcracker. It is really, really pretty. So I'm really excited to dive into this palette. And let's go ahead and take a look at the color story. It is so beautiful. All of these colors are so shimmery and shiny. Absolutely stunning. The shimmers are beautiful. The mattes are really rich and vibrant. And I'm going to turn it this way and show you. I absolutely love this part of the packaging. If you can see, there are 3 mattes here, 3 mattes here, and then in the middle, this actually creates the Christmas tree with all of these shimmers. So you can see in the embossing, there are the different parts of the tree all the way down. It creates that triangular shape of the tree, and then that ornament in the middle. So it is so, so pretty. It is absolutely just such creative design on this package. So I'm really excited about this. So let's go ahead and take a look at some swatches. As I was going through and taking the swatches, I really felt like the color story on this palette is really cool. It is set up so we've got just kind of a column of neutrals, a column of greens, a column of blues, reds and purple shades, and then some of our darker kind of more muted colors. So I think it's a really cool setup. There's a lot of really creative ways that they set this palette up, just having all of the shimmers in the shape of the tree, having the different columns that show the different colors, and then just of course just the color story overall and how it all just reflects Christmas so well. So this is such a beautiful palette. As I was going through, this is again my first time using Nomad Cosmetics, and I thought that the shimmers were so beautiful. They were so shiny, they captured the light beautifully, and they really just complemented one another really well. I did feel like the colors Paper Star and First Snow, those were definitely more of those kind of inner corner highlight type shades. They were very light on the skin, but the other shimmers in here are very pigmented, very just shiny, and really pack a punch on the eye, or at least on the swatches on the skin. And then the mattes themselves were very rich, very pigmented. They were very soft to the touch. Every single one of them was very colorful, really was easy to just build up and create a lot of pigment. Of course, Christmas Pyramid is the lightest matte in this palette, so it was definitely the lightest on my skin, but even that one still had a lot of pigment to it. So I am really excited about this color story. One of the colors in here that really surprised me when I went in to take my swatches was this one, Glue Wine. And when I went in to take the swatch, if you notice right here, it almost goes from sort of a red shimmer into kind of a gold when it has that heat on the touch. I thought that was so cool. It really shocked me when I went in to kind of pick it up on my skin, but let me see if I can get that to focus. So I just thought that was such a pretty shade. I thought it really swatched beautifully, so I'm really excited about that one. Really all of the shades, the red and the green here for St. Nicholas and O Tannenbaum, they are just such beautiful, rich, pigmented Christmas shades. So I am so excited just to dive into this palette and create a beautiful Christmassy look with you today. So let's go ahead and get started on our tutorial. To start out our tutorial today, I went ahead and primed my eyes with my Ulta Beauty Pigment Pop Eye Primer. So we are ready to go ahead and dive into these beautiful pigments. So in this color story, I think today what I would like to do is on the top, I'd like to do more of a red and purple focused look, and then along the lower lash line, I'm going to dive into some of these beautiful rich greens. So to start out, I'm going to be diving first into this nice, beautiful, rich red, that's St. Nicholas, and we're just going to go ahead and take a fluffy eyeshadow brush, a blending brush, and just jump right into this color. So for this one, I'm going to be placing this sort of in this outer corner, and I'm going to go ahead and just kind of pat it in and really just kind of build up some pigment. of fallout. I'm gonna kind of wipe that away. And just kind of build up in this outer corner. When I was looking at Nomad Cosmetics and I saw that they were going to be releasing this palette, I was really excited because my family actually lived in Germany for about 4 years while I was growing up, and so it was just really cool. It really brought back a lot of memories for me seeing this palette and just really seeing just this beautiful package with the Christmas markets. And I just remember while I was growing up and we lived there that we went to some of those Christmas markets and really got to just learn about some of that German culture and how they celebrate Christmas in their country. And so it was just really cool just to see a palette that really that I connected to so much, that it was just so meaningful to me and to my childhood and my growing up. And so I was just really excited for this palette and this color story. I do remember the first year that we lived in Germany that we started seeing some of the Christmas markets, and they had like some Christmas witches, and I had never seen that before. They were very scary. Definitely if I was a child living there, that would definitely scare me into behaving for sure. But I just thought it was really cool just to see something that was just so meaningful to me and to my family. So I was really, really excited just to see this color story and just to see just that German culture captured in an eyeshadow palette. So I think next for this look, I'm going to go ahead and jump into this shade here. This was called Krampus. This kind of nice deep kind of brown shade, and I'm just going to use that same brush and I'm going to just kind of build up some of this color. I'm absolutely loving that red. It is so pigmented and beautiful, but I just want to kind of deepen it up a little bit more. So I'm going just kind of right into the outer corner with this shade and not using a whole lot, just a little bit, just to kind of start deepening things up. And that is really, really pretty and pigmented. Very, very beautiful. Alright, so I think next I'm going to go into this deep shade here. This one was called Nutcracker, that nice deep brown. I'm just going to go ahead and put some of this in the outer corner as well, just continuing to kind of build up. And definitely living in Germany, German Christmases are so beautiful. Of course, that is just such a classic part of Germany. It's just their Christmas and just the celebration of the holidays. And so I definitely loved living in Germany at that time and just being able to really just experience that time of year. Definitely we received a lot of snow while we lived there. There was a place pretty close to our neighborhood where we had lived that there were just mounds of snow. It was just so cool to just get to go and see it and just really get to experience that just that cold time of year. It definitely got really, really chilly out there. So I really enjoyed living in Germany and just getting to experience the winter time. And then of course it's the Christmas time as well, in that Christmas season. Next I'm going to be jumping into this really deep dark shade here. This one was called Marketplace. And we're just going to really finish deepening up this outer corner. And one of my favorite places that we went while we lived in Germany was called Rothenburg. And it was a beautiful, beautiful little German town. We got to go visit several different times during different times of the year, but definitely Christmas time was the best time to go there. They had a lot of different little Christmas stores. It just was so completely magical. It was something like a fairy tale just to be there during the Christmas time and the winter time and really get to just see all of the beautiful Christmas just spirit and lights all lit up there in this beautiful little German town. I'm really loving how this look is turning out. I'm going to go ahead and start lightening up a little bit on the inner part of the crease. So for that, I'm going to be jumping into this light shade here, Christmas Pyramid. I did go ahead and clean off my brush just a little bit, so we'll be able to use this lighter shade. And I'm just going to kind of go ahead and go into the crease and just blend it into these darker shades as they meet. definitely not using a little bit, just kind of using this as a transition shade, just kind of blending it in. And then I'm going to jump back into that red St. Nicholas shade and going to go ahead and just kind of build that up a little bit more here on the center of the crease. Just kind of blending into that lighter shade and just pulling it over. This is so pretty. These colors are just so rich and pigmented. They're blending together beautifully. They are just you can almost see each individual shade still showing up even though we've blended them. So it is just so pretty. This is a beautiful, beautiful palette. I love all of these shades. So I think I don't want the red to overpower too much. I just want it to be a nice kind of statement piece. So I'm going to go back into this shade here. That one was called Krampus. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of blend this into the crease a little bit as well. Just kind of lightening up the red. That is absolutely beautiful. I love how that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes, and then we will go ahead and jump into some shimmers for the eyelids. So I went ahead and primed my eyes with my NYX glitter primer. So we are ready to go with these beautiful shimmers. So we're going to jump back into our palette. I'm going to be using just a flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to be going into that really beautiful kind of reddish goldish shade, that Glue Vine. And I'm going to be putting this one right on the center of the eyelid. I absolutely just love the shift on that. I know I mentioned that earlier. I just think that's so cool how it just kind of appears red and then sort of turns a little bit gold. So it's definitely got some different shimmers in there, and it's definitely got some shift to it. So I think that's going to be a really pretty shade right here on the center of the eyelid. Just kind of giving it a little bit of just kind of a catch as you turn your head, and really, really stunning on the eyes. I love these shimmers. They are so rich and pigmented and vibrant. They have so much color to them and definitely really go so beautifully with all of just the Christmas vibes and this Christmas light kind of just essence that we're looking for. So pretty. I absolutely love how that looked. And so now as we're moving more towards the inner corner, I'm going to go ahead and go into this shade right here. This one was called Carousel, and we're definitely going to be picking up a little bit more purple and kind of blending that into the red. So I'm just going to use that same brush, and I'm going to apply this right here on the center of the eyelid and just kind of blend it into that other more red gold shade. Just kind of using back and forth motions just to blend that in. That is so pretty. I definitely feel like it goes really well with the matte shades as we use kind of the red and then some of those darker browns and kind of more black shades. I really feel like it kind of almost turned a little bit purple right there on the inner part of the crease, so it blends really well with this beautiful shimmer shade. So that is really, really pretty. I do want there to be a little bit more of a blend right here on the outer corner. So I'm going to go in with this dark shimmer on the bottom corner here. This one was called Incense Smokers. And I'm going to go in and just kind of pick a little bit up on my finger with this shade. And then just kind of pat it right here along this kind of transition between the mattes and the shimmers that we have. Just really creating a nice little blend. So I'm just going to kind of use my finger and just kind of blend these together because there is a little bit of a stark line in between them. And I definitely don't want that, so I'm just going to kind of blend all of these shades together. Very, very pretty. And so I think I do also kind of want to go a little bit more into the purple leaning side of the shimmer. So I'm going to go into this top one here. This one is called Paper Star. And I'm going to go ahead and pick a little bit of this up on my finger. And I'm just going to pat this as just kind of a topper shade all over the lid and just kind of blend all of these together. I'm not going to put a whole lot, just very, very gently, just kind of tapping it in. And I'm going to go also back a little bit into that Glue Vine so I don't lose that red shimmer because I really like that one. So I'm going to just kind of pat that back in on the center. Just really kind of just blending all the shimmers, just creating one nice cohesive look. And that is so, so pretty. I really like that Paper Star shade. It's kind of a nice, just light iridescent purple. I really liked it when I swatched it. It was very light just on its own on my arm, but really seeing it with the other shimmers on the eyelid, it is really, really stunning. So that is absolutely gorgeous, so shimmery and shiny. I'm really, really loving how this look is turning out. So I think next we're gonna go ahead and start working on the lower lash line, and we're gonna jump into some more of those greens for our Christmas look. So of course, as we're jumping into the greens, we are gonna have to jump into that beautiful, rich, vibrant Eau Tannenbaum shade. So I'm gonna be going in with an Ulta Beauty, just kind of large, flat eyeliner brush, and I'm just gonna jump into that beautiful green shade, and I'm going to apply this just kind of along the lower lash line, pretty much all the way across, leaving just a little bit of space towards the inner corner for some shimmer. I'm just kind of lining this all the way underneath my eye. That is such a beautiful and bright, vibrant green. So pretty for this Christmassy look. Really, really like how that's turning out. It's so pretty. So just kind of creating a little bit of a thick line, maybe just kind of a medium thickness, just so we can see it, but we don't want to overpower anything. And just kind of lining just kind of naturally underneath my eye. Alright, so I do want to go ahead and deepen it up just a little bit on the outer side of the eye and just kind of blend it up into those other shades. So I'm going to jump back into Marketplace, that really deep kind of black matte, and just using that same brush, just going to kind of put a little bit of this right here in the outer edge of the lower lash line, just kind of blending up a little bit into the outer corner, and just kind of using my brush to just kind of pull up into the outer corner. Not a lot, I mostly want this to be green. I just want to make sure that everything is blended. So I'm just right here on maybe the outer fourth of my eye, just kind of pulling that out just on the edge. That is really, really pretty. So let's go ahead and add a little bit more shimmer towards the inner corner. So for that shimmer, we are going to go into this beautiful green down here, this Candle Arches. This was such a pretty shade. It is just kind of a mix of sort of green and gold. It is so, so stunning. Hope you can see that on the camera. That is beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and use that same brush that I was using for the green and the black mattes, just that flat liner brush, and I'm going to dip into Candle Arches with that brush. I did go ahead and clean it off, and then I'm going to use just a little bit of setting spray and go ahead and just kind of really help this to pop and have some good pigment to it. So I'm going to be putting this just right here, kind of towards the inner corner, just blending it into those matte shades. That is so pretty and shimmery. I love just kind of that gold and that very just kind of light, almost, it really does look almost like a candle flame. So, so pretty. So just kind of gently blending that into our Eau Tannenbaum shade and really just capturing that shimmer. The shimmers in here are so, so gorgeous, and they are blending together beautifully. So I am really loving how this is turning out. We are almost done, but I do want to go ahead and add just a little bit of an inner corner shimmer. So I think for this, I do want to jump into a little bit of the blue shade, since we haven't really gotten to play with those very much. And this first snow shade is so pretty and light and iridescent, so I do want to put a little bit of that on the inner corner. So I'm just going to go in with a small detailing brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to pick a little bit of this up on my brush, and then I'm going to go ahead and also give this another spritz of setting spray and just go ahead and pop this into the inner corner. And that is so, so pretty. It blends beautifully up into the purple, but also kind of into the green. It's just sort of a good kind of middle color to use with the different shades that we used on this look. That is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to pull it up just a little bit into my crease and down into that green shade just to kind of blend everything together. And that is so, so pretty. I am absolutely in love with this look. I think everything just blended together so nicely. It is just so stunning on the eyes. So I'm going to stop off camera, go ahead and add some liner, mascara, all those finishing touches, and then I'll be back and we'll go ahead and take a look at our lip color together. And here is the final eye makeup look. I think it turned out so pretty. I'm so happy with how this looked. For my finishing touches, I went in with my Wet n Wild Breakup Proof liquid eyeliner. This is in Ultra Black to do a little cat eye wing. And then to tightline on the top, I went in with my Ulta Beauty Collection Automatic Eyeliner in Matte Black. For the lower waterline, I went in with an Ulta Beauty Color Punch Automatic Eyeliner. This is in the shade Majestic Mint. And then for my eyelashes, I went in with my Tarte Maneater Waterproof Mascara. And I also decided to go in with an Ione half lash. So I went ahead and just added that. I think that added just a nice dramatic look to go with this beautiful Christmassy eyeshadow look that we put together today. So I'm so, so happy with how this turned out. And I do want to go ahead and do the lips together. So for the lips today, I do want this to be a nice, beautiful red Christmassy look. And so I'm going to go in with the Andrea Marie Cosmetics Holy Fire Lip Gloss. I did get this along with the Icy Praise collection that she released for winter time. I did create an entire tutorial using the Icy Praise eyeshadow palette and the lip gloss, the blue lip gloss that came along with that. And then the Holy Fire lip gloss was released on the same day as those two. And so I also picked that up, but I haven't had a chance to actually wear that. So I did want to go ahead and do a look with that today. So I'm going to be going in with one of the Andrea Marie Cosmetics lip liners. This is in the shade Rooted. It's just a nice deep brown shade. It'll just really give us a nice just kind of look to be able to add that red and really give it a nice pop of color. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with this. There we go, we've got the lip liner on. That is so pretty. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into this beautiful lip gloss. I'm so excited just to try it out. It is so gorgeous and shimmery. It does, I think, have a little bit of a blue shimmer in there, so I think that'll go really nicely with that inner highlight that we added. So we've got just a nice little foam applicator. So let's go ahead and apply this on the lips. That is so pretty. I'm going to add a little bit more on the top. And there is our finished lip look. That is so pretty, and it goes so beautifully together with the eyeshadow look that we created with the Nomad Cosmetics Christkindlmarkt palette. It is so, so beautiful. I'm so happy with how this look turned out. So let's go ahead and take a look at just the final look all put together, nice and close up, and then I'll share some of my initial thoughts about each of these items with you. Really enjoyed creating this look with you today. I definitely really enjoyed my first use of a Nomad Cosmetics palette. This Christkindlmarkt palette was so beautiful. I love the packaging. I really love on the front of this these little advent calendar windows. I just thought that was such a cute touch. Definitely made this palette just so beautiful and Christmassy. I really enjoyed getting to open each one and see all the cute little icons for each one on this palette. And this definitely reminds me of the time that my family lived in Germany, and our neighborhood that we lived in, we actually had every year, one of the people that lived there, they put together an advent just kind of countdown to Christmas that we could do in the neighborhood. So what we would do is everyone would be assigned a number or a day of the month, and we got to decorate our windows to represent that month. And so we would put the number and then whatever cute Christmassy decorations you wanted. So my family did that one year. It was so much fun. It was so cute and such a fun way just to bring our our community together and really be able to get excited for the holidays and get excited for Christmas. So that's definitely what this reminds me of, just getting to open up all those little windows and really just getting so excited for the Christmas holiday and just for this time of year. It is such a beautiful and special time of year, celebrating the birth of our Savior Lord Jesus, and just really getting just to come together with family and just enjoy just the beauty of this time. So this is such a beautiful palette, and I love the packaging on the outside. I love that the packaging on the outside is a little bit different than the package on the inside. Here's the outer carton compared to the inner carton, so the picture is just a little bit different, and then the texture, like I said, just kind of, it feels almost like that scrapbooking paper. It is just so pretty, it's just so classic, and I just love just the packaging on this palette and just how it looks. And then of course this beautiful mirror inside, and then the color story is absolutely stunning. I think it is just so perfect for this time of year. It perfectly captures the essence of Christmas. I love the shape of the Christmas tree out of the shimmers. All of the mattes are so rich and so pigmented. I definitely really like the quality of each of these eyeshadows. I think that the mattes were really very soft to the touch. They blended together very nicely, but also you could really see the distinct color of each matte. I thought that was so cool as I was blending them together on the outer corner. I really didn't feel like I lost any pigment or any color, but they also blended. So I thought that was really cool. I thought that was just very unique to this palette. A lot of times when you start kind of blending eyeshadows together, they really kind of lose some of their just their impact or the punch that they provide individually, but I definitely didn't feel that way with this palette. So I was really happy with how the mattes performed. The swatches that I took were absolutely beautiful. They were so shiny and so just rich and pigmented. So I really love every color in here, even the lighter shades like the Christmas pyramid and the paper star and the first snow. Even though they were really light on the swatches, they definitely had a really good impact on the eye. So even from the very lightest shades, there's a lot of pigment in this palette. So I really thought this was just a great color story. I definitely didn't feel like this look was overly Christmas, but it definitely has a lot of Christmas vibes to it, and it's definitely just very colorful and very impactful. I love these two red and green matte shades. They are definitely perfect if you want a very overly Christmassy look. You can definitely make a lot of beautiful Christmas looks with this. So I was very, very, very happy with this palette and the way that it performed and the look that we created today. So I definitely really enjoyed using this one, and I'm definitely excited to use more Nomad Cosmetics palettes moving forward. And then the other product that we used was for our lips. That was the Andrea Marie Cosmetics Holy Fire lip gloss. This is such a beautiful lip gloss. I did swatch this in my previous video about the Icy Praise collection, so if you want to check out the swatch of it, it's there. But this was my first time actually getting to use it on the lips, and I am so happy with how it turned out. I think it is very nice and pigmented and rich. I love that it has a little bit of a blue shimmer in there, so it's got kind of that icy look. It's perfect for the winter time, and of course the red is perfect for Christmas time. It is so rich, it is so vibrant. I'm really happy with how that looks. I am so happy with this look that we created today. I think it is beautiful and so festive and so perfect for the holidays, and I hope you enjoy creating this with me. Thank you so much for taking some time out of this busy Christmas season to hang out with me and to watch this video. It really means a lot to me for you to be here. I would love to hear from you in the comments below what your thoughts were about the Nomad Cosmetics Christkindlmarkt palette, as well as the Andrea Marie Cosmetics Holy Fire lip gloss. I really enjoyed creating this look, and I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'd love to hear from you what your thoughts are about it. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and hit that like button, and if you would like to see more makeup tutorials and other videos, then please subscribe to my channel. Of course, if you're already subscribed, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Until next time, let's be kind to each other, beautiful to ourselves, and never afraid to make up the rules.